1051.
Power 1051 is the Breakfast Club. We have our homie from the West Coast in the building.
Game.
The game.
Don't world star me, bro.
Nah, it's
What's
cool.
this device here in front of you now?
I don't know what that is. Somebody said that there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the game made it. I know we were supposed to interview you previously.
Yeah.
And something happened. You didn't come to New York.
About a month ago.
Yeah, I don't remember what happened though, but if I didn't come, it probably had to be something about my kids or something.
Okay. So you are still getting married, and your show will still be on VH1 in November?
The show will be on November 19th, and you know what happens will be revealed on there. Everybody can check it out. It's cool.
Okay.
So what's up with 40 Glock, man? Why is Big Bad 40 Glock, the guy who we've seen for years on the internet thugging, who you dusted on World Star, or online period, now he's suing you?
Yeah, but it's cool though. I got like my money near long, so I'll pay him. It's cool.
How did you feel when you got that?
That's
like,
not
what?
cool. You
Wait,
can't
no,
do
let's
that.
go back for a
suing
second.
me.
So you settled and agreed to pay him?
Nah, I didn't settle, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna come to that because I'm pretty sure all he wanted some money because he, once he got knocked out, pretty much took his street cred. So all he had left to do was sue. So if he can get a Prius or something off me, it's all good.
But didn't you feel like you was kind of incriminating yourself when you was doing it though?
Yeah, it's all good. Like, I'm going to just pay him, and then I'm probably going to knock him out again if I see him. So it's cool. Like, we can just get into that.
I was glad you did that, though, because it took the heat off me. Because, I was on World Star for getting asked for a drop, and then,
when you ran.
Yeah. So once yours came out, it was like, okay.
I'm a fan of your World Star beef. So. I'm for
That's
real.
a funny
I actually
video.
wanted to race 40 Glock. I hit 40 Glock up. I did. I swear to God. I hit 40 on the dim. I'm like, look, we should race.
Yeah.
That shit would have been funny.
Nah, I'm going to tell you, for a little chubby dude, he fast, man. Like, it took me a cool, like minute and a half to really catch up to him. He fast, man.
But he
You
said,
guys are crazy.
now according to 40 Glock in his lawsuit, he's saying that you had a gun and that wasn't on the camera and it was
I mean,
edited.
I only got two hands. Like, I had one camera in one hand, and I was hitting him with the other one. Like, nobody pulled guns on that dude. I don't be understanding that, but I guess that makes it, better for the lawsuit and whatnot. So
What happens in Cali now? People look at him differently now that there's a lawsuit?
I don't think he's in California. Last I seen or heard, he was in Miami, like floating around, like looking at like museums and doing like little emotional, like inspirational speeches and stuff.
That's when you know you really put the beats on somebody. When they start tweeting nothing but God-like stuff and scripture.
That's all he do now, man. It's crazy.
Damn.
Now, you know what I was thinking when all these things were happening? I was saying, okay, the game and his fiance had some issues. I was thinking maybe she had problems with you, maybe doing certain things, and maybe she felt a certain kind of way about you. I don't know, just publicly like endangering yourself. And maybe as a teacher, she felt like, dude, can you just chill out, calm down? Like, I don't want to see anything happen. I don't want to have to deal with this lawsuit. I don't want you to have to deal with it. I don't want jail involved, nothing like that.
Right. Nah, I think it was probably just infidelity. She ain't got, no problems with me doing what I do. I've been floating through hip hop like this about, almost like 10 years. So I'm good. I got myself, my family protected, and 9 times out of 10 I'm gonna come out on top and safe.
Well, you mentioned infidelity. Don't you agree that polygamy should be legalized in America, man?
You know what I
A
think?
man should have more than one
Don't
wife.
tell him that.
I think that would be great, man.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, make it easier for us, man. I'm telling
It
you.
would make it easier for women, man. Yeah.
Why would it make
Why
it easier
for
for
women?
us?
Because the same thing I always tell you.
Because, the truth is that every man cheats. It's just simple.
Very true.
Fat man, skinny man, basketball player, guy who can't play, nerd, smart guy, like, it doesn't matter.
Not to mention Pickens is slim. You got all these guys in prison. You got all these guys that are gay.
Yeah.
Pickens are getting slim for y'all.
Does that mean that you're not going to stop cheating?
No, I'm not. I'm not going to throw myself under the buses on this highly syndicated radio show. But, what I'm going to say is that you can best believe that every guy in the world cheats. Like, it's just simple.
But you're done.
Huh?
You're done with it.
I'm not a cheater.
All right, there you go.
How did you
There you go.
get caught?
Huh?
How did you get caught?
It ain't a thing about being
Of course
caught.
a girl
It's
wanna
thing-
know that.
Nah,
How
it's
did
just
you
a
get
thing.
caught?
No, I want to know.
It's just a woman's intuition. Sometimes, when you go missing for too long or too many hours, that window only opens so far. So, once you stick your Jordan out halfway, a woman wakes up at night, 3 o'clock in the morning, calling that phone and you don't answer, she just assumes. So it's never a point of, getting caught or nothing like that. I think it's something that women just know.
Well, hold up. The game is here. You want to highlight him? 800-585-1051. When we come back, we got to talk about his album. Also, what he feels about West Coast music now. There's a lot of West Coast artists popping up all over the place. So we'll talk to him about that. It's the Breakfast Club on Power 105.1. Yep, we're back. The game's here. You want to highlight him? 800-585-1051. When we come back, we got to talk about the game. And he's been getting a little violent recently. He calmed down for a little bit.
He's been violent forever since he came out.
He slowed down a little bit, though.
No, he didn't.
He did.
That's not true, Charlamagne. I've had little 2-week streaks where
you've been calm.
But we need longer than 2 weeks. The game is here. When we come back, we're going to highlight him. 800-585-1051. It's the Breakfast Club on Power 105.1. Power 105.1. It's the Breakfast Club. The game is here. 800-585-1051. Now, for a little bit game, you slowed down a little bit. You wasn't as violent. You weren't beating the brakes off of people. And then recently,
that's not true. He just wasn't catching the people he wanted to beat up.
That is true.
That is true. That's all it was.
Yeah, man.
But now it just seems like you're just back to I don't give a F and whatever happens, happens.
Let me tell you the thing about me, man. I'm not really like the bully type, man. It's kind of like when when somebody got a problem with me and then I see them. Mm-hmm. Most of the time I don't know if they think I'm like a little guy or I never like see these rappers, until like after. But once I see them, man, they end up being small and I'm 6'5", 240 pounds. So once I throw the first one, it's lights out.
So if you was to see Shine right now, would it be on site?
Shine is a little guy, man. Like it would,
So what happened with Shine? We seen you beefing with Shine on
disrespecting Kendrick.
And that's my little guy, man. So and plus it's a really good album. You know what I'm saying?
Great album.
I felt like for him to jump out the window and do that was not right. And I had a lot of respect for Shine, and always show love to him. Throughout the early stages of my career to now. But dude is from Compton. You know what I'm saying? He's prolonging my city's stay and doing his thing. His album's dope, and so I just had to. And he's not gonna respond. You know what I'm saying?
Don't bother nobody.
No, he's a good kid, man. So I felt that I had to take that one, and I did. And I feel like Shine is just in Belize somewhere, and he can't get in the U.S., so he's sad, and he's sitting in his house with his kufi on, his flat top, or I don't know how his hair is.
He got his Hanukkah. What's it called?
No, it's not Hanukkah.
The Hanukkah cocked to the side like a Yankees cap.
It's a yarmulke. It's a yarmulke.
Yamaha.
Hanukkah, yarmulke.
Yeah.
It's all Jewish.
Oh my gosh.
Go ahead, James.
But yeah, man, I just feel like he bored, and so he just jumping out the window for attention, man. But those are the type of things that I'm going to address every time, so it's all good.
That's insulting, though. To have somebody like Shine call you whack as terrible as he sound right now.
No, it's actually not insulting because it's like, who cares?
That's
What's
also
insulting
true,
is if somebody that you feel like is great calls you whack. Right now that's putting out good music, but when it's somebody like you said that's in Belize and
Who's
everything
terrible.
He's kind of put out now is like, what are you doing?
Now they said you also got into a fight at Lil Wayne's album release party, at Lil Wayne's party out in.
I know, man.
No, not.
Yeah, no, yeah, I
He
did.
said, I know.
Oh, yeah, I did.
That one. Well, neither one of them will really fight. I couldn't get 40 Glock to put his hands up for some reason. I kept asking him. The video clearly shows me, giving him ample opportunity to put his dukes up. If you don't know what dukes are, they are, your fists when you're fighting.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he didn't want to fight, man. And then 211 is another guy who runs around crazy and talking crazy. And then I caught him at Lil Wayne's birthday party.
Right.
And I simply walked up to Wayne and I was like, you my dude. I know it's your birthday, but this LA and this got to happen. So, and then I told him, no, I'm serious, man. And he was like, it's whatever. And I told Baby the same thing. You know what I'm saying? And then, Baby was like, Blood, you got to do what you got to do. So, I waited, for a while till the party kind of calmed down, and dude, he must have felt my energy because then he tried to leave. So I followed him outside, away from people, away from bushes, and because I didn't want anything getting in the way. And I turned him around, and he did put his hands up, and then it was a wrap, man.
Damn.
Do you ever feel like it's gonna come a point where I have to stop beating up on people? It's gonna cost me too much money.
You know what?
I got kids. I want to be out here for them.
Yeah, I'm gonna be here for my kids, regardless, man. But if we can't have a man-to-man dispute, then what are we doing? I think people just leave me alone, man. For some reason I'm always the guy that people want to aim at, man, and I'm coming every time. So.
Well, speaking of beefs, 50 and Floyd, they're getting a divorce. Who do you think's gonna get custody of Ray J?
Oh, stop.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Charlamagne the guy, man. He won't put me on World Star in the middle of this. Hey, look, man, I'm gonna say it like this, man. Hey, that's all Charlamagne the guy fault. I don't want to be in the middle of that, man. I seen Floyd do some vicious things. I don't know what 50's capable of, man.
You seen me run though. They can't. None of them. My mad agility is on 99.
No, Charlamagne, your run was very slow. That was not a run.
Can I speak on that?
Yeah.
Me and my dudes, I mean, I got some gorillas with me, and you know, when I be rolling, and we was in Cali, and I'm thinking like everybody was gonna be like, yo, Charlamagne the God, weak for that, but no, everybody was like, yo, I would have did the same thing. That was cool. Like that, you did your thing, man. Sometimes
that was the slowest run ever.
He ran slow like almost got hit by a car.
It was definitely the Forrest Gump. I ain't know where it looked like he was on a treadmill. Like
if Charlamagne was a rapper, do you think that him running the way that he did would have affected his career?
If I was a rapper like 40 Glock talking all gangsta all the time.
Yeah, but nah, Charlamagne, like if you keep it funny, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like Jamie Foxx is a singer. You keep that, you know, comedy in there. Fox will tell you about his run-ins with 40 and all of that. He just like, you know, I run. I'm not that guy. You know what I'm saying? But nah, I don't see nothing wrong with that, man.
You got to know when to retreat.
Now let's talk about West Coast music a little bit. Who are you
feeling?
Wait,
one more thing. So, Game, you've never run though.
Nah, I don't, and I think that's one of my problems. Like maybe I should run sometimes. Like, but
it would definitely affect your credibility.
Nah, but you know, if I actually like, if I run and I get away, like the next time I see you, it's gonna be like the coldest beat down.
Absolutely.
So, but nah, I'm not running, man. I think that's one of my problems. I'm just gonna stay there and I'm gonna take the beat down, and something's gonna happen after that.
It depends though, because you ever seen like Young Money Security? If you got 4 guys like that jumping on you, you might need to, you know, break fat 40-yard dash real quick.
Yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, that's, you know.
Now West Coast music a little bit. Who are you feeling on the West Coast with so many artists out there? Schoolboy Q, Kendrick Lamar, of course.
I feel all of it, man. I like the West Coast movement, man. Everything from Dom Kennedy to Tyler the Creator is cool with me, man.
And you and Tiger are pretty cool too.
Tiger's one of my little homies. He's doing good. I feel like he services that single radio fabulous, you know, little area in as far as California is concerned. I feel like Kendrick, you know, is that Lupe. You know, I feel like Dom Kennedy is, you know, in his lane, and Tyler's that crazy black Eminem-ish, you know, underground hip hop. So I like all of it.
We still need the gangster though. We need you. We need Nipsey Hussle, Gladys Malone.
Nipsey is my dude, man. Nipsey do his thing, man.
I like that last. We still need the gangster coming from LA.
Yeah, I feel like you know, it's been a while since the West really had a surge, but right now, man, it's like a really, you know, a lot of dope artists coming out, which is cool, man.
Now, Dr. Dre, you guys still working with Dre? Is Dre still putting out an album, or is he just concerned with headphones and we never gonna see him again?
Look at it, man. I think Beats made like $1 billion or $2 billion last year. So I mean, you know, talks of an album, I don't, you know, understand.
We don't need a detox.
Nah, we don't need it.
We just need some of them beats though.
Yeah,
we need some of them beats that he's got in that.
I can get you some beats, man. Yeah.
You are comparing your new album, Jesus Peace, to The Chronic.
Yeah, I think, you know what, that got misconstrued, you know, through media. I said it was reminiscent to how the Chronic 2001 was put together. It was like Dre, and it was like all of these dope, you know, these features around it. And Jesus Peace is sort of like that. It's feature heavy, but for a reason. The reason being is because I found that while I was in the creative process of this album, that a lot of artists felt like me, like they believed in God, but they didn't really want to change the makeup of, you know, the person that they really were and wanted to be. So I start, you know, having these conversations with J. Cole, Rick Ross, and 2 Chainz, and, you know, so forth. And I just started realizing that everybody kind of felt like me. So I just, you know, kept it going.
You don't want to Myth Bleak your album, though. You know, like, you know how Jay-Z said Myth Bleak was the next him? So they put all that pressure on Bleak to be so great. So it's like, oh, my album's like The Chronic, and people hear it and it's good, but it's like, but it's not The Chronic.
I mean, I got 4 #1 albums. I'm far a long way from Memphis Bleak, 12 million sold, and this is my 5th one. It'll probably fall in the same #1 slot on the Billboard. So I'm definitely not Bleak.
And you said you feel like this is your best album. So.
Yeah, this is my best album. #1, I'm a little bit more seasoned than I was in the beginning. I was focused the entire time, and this is my first album where I was, since the documentary, I was able to be there for the start all the way through the mixing and mastering, and then I got on the road, and I just had good people and good vibes, and the album is just crazy.
Why Jesus Peace? Why is it called the Jesus Peace?
It's called Jesus Peace because I had a song, first it was called 5, and Trey Songz came out with Chapter 5, and I had a conversation with him, you know, about stealing the album title, and we joked about it, so I ended up switching it and scrapping everything that was on my old album, but the only song that I wanted to keep that I really liked was Jesus Peace, and it was featuring Kanye and Common. So I was in the studio, and we was trying to think of new album titles, and one of my homies was like, why don't you just name it Jesus Peace? So it's that simple.
And why does your Jesus Peace have a Jesus Piece?
Yeah, the album cover caused a lot of controversy. You got the bandana on his face.
Because some people just need a little extra Jesus.
Oh, okay.
Just a little extra, you know?
But like you said also, it's about your life being kind of a contradiction. A lot of people wear Jesus pieces. And
yeah, no, you know what the thing is that we'll as rappers, as dudes getting money, D-boys, whatever you want to call yourself, we'll take $25,000 to a jeweler, right? We'll buy a Jesus piece, all diamond out, but we won't put $100 in collection connection place. So it's like the whole album is about that balance. Like I go to church like every Sunday. Like me and my homie, we don't miss a Sunday. But then you'll see it on World Star, scrapping. So
well, you go to church every Sunday and you still fucking people up.
But I'm saying, man, everybody in the church, it's not walking outside the church and just being holier than thou.
Does the preacher ever say anything like, "Listen, let me talk to you for a minute"?
I have conversation. You know what? My bishop was in Virginia speaking, and we went down there to check it out. So it's not like I'm not really involved with it. I talk to him 2-3 times a week, spiritual guidance. I know Pastor Mason, nothing like that. But I'm in the early stages of trying to find the right balance so that I can live my life, like drama free towards the later stages. Right. But right
that's
now,
life,
I'm just chilling.
When I see your album cover, it's like ratchetness and righteousness is the yin and the yang of life.
That's what I'm trying to do. Now I could just I could just be regular old game and just put all ratchetness out, but it's a little spiritual enlightenment in what I'm doing too. So but people can take it how they want. But as soon as you judge me, then you didn't sin yourself. So I mean, what are we really doing? And everybody that's out there saying, "Oh, this is blasphemous," like, come on, you was popping that open, busting it wide last night. Like, let's be serious, man. So to each his own.
Are you eligible to vote?
Yeah, I filed an absentee ballot before I left.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Who you vote for?
I'm real with it. Come on, man.
Don't ask him that. You
gotta ask. You never know. Gabe getting money. You never.
The black guy, man. The black guy. Every time. The black guy wins every time.
Now, how do you?
I want to talk about this bum ass Lakers. Lakers ain't looking too good.
Yeah, we don't have to look good 5 games in. What you do have to know is that the Staples Center will be packed with with bad women, in the entire season. We will have the brightest lights, the dopest cars outside. We are the Staples Center. We got palm trees. We're good. 0-82 is fine with us. It's the lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? The Dwight Howard on the buildings when you come out there. It's just a good feel. The clubs pop. Like we ain't trying to win much. We got banners. We good, man.
Do you ever look at Dwight Howard's Instagram and be like, dude, why are you tweeting out pictures with your shirt off? He put tee.
Yeah, you know what? Hey, this is it. Let me defend Dwight a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Charlamagne.
Do you want somebody like that in the post?
Nah, come on, why you do this to me, man? Nah, but you know what it is, man. I think that Dwight Howard has that early Shaq humor. You know what I'm saying? He's just a kid at heart. It's that Michael Jackson, Shaq, that Macaulay Culkin, that little thing, man. Like they just kids, man, at heart, man. So I don't know. Let him do his tee thing, man.
Got you.
All right.
Are you a little
pound sign tee?
Are you a little nervous about exposing your life on TV?
No, I don't really care.
It's the same guy that chases people and beats them up with the camera. No,
I know, but this is different. This is like the softer side of Game. Like you get to see him with his fiance, with his. Are your kids gonna be on there and everything?
Everybody's on there, but it's not really that soft. It's like I think on the reality show I did everything that like right to the edge of getting us kicked off the air that you could do. So it's.
I heard it's very sexual too.
Yeah, like my kid's mom, she got a nice little thing. So, I just doing what I do in everyday life, man. But I think it's a good show. It's her show. She wanted to do a reality show. She a school teacher. She wanted extra money on top of what I give her, which I thought was crazy. But she dragged me down there to the VH1 meetings, and she was already 7 meetings in when she lied to me and told me like this was the first meeting. She had already been in talks for months.
Oh, nice.
So when I came, it was like, sign right here.
Wow.
And,
she's gonna be a celebrity now too.
I told her that I don't know if she ready, but last night she been hanging out with Evelyn and Shani a lot, and they've been doing it. But the funny part about it, they went to a club called Greystone, if you know LA.
Yeah, Greystone Manor.
And she she got pride, so she went out with Shani and Evelyn. They pop bottles, and usually when we go to the club, it's me. I'm there with the black car. We pull it out. We can go ham. Right. So she ordered bottles, and then the check came. And they all had to split it, and it was like a $5,000 split between each of them. And
she's like, I got it.
Yeah, no, she just had to. She just had to pay her part. I mean, but so when she got home, she was just like, damn near in tears, like, I don't want to go out anymore.
Sound like Charlamagne.
This is my money. I just didn't want to feel. I didn't want to be like a broke man. You know what I'm saying? So welcome to the world.
Is that good company for her to be around? Because they might throw dirt on y'all relationship because they both dated celebrities. Evelyn ended up getting headbutted. Shani got cheated on and had to get a divorce. Like
now you know what it is, man. We got our own thing, man. So I don't think nothing could affect that except the people within the confines of the relationship. She does well with the outside thing. Like there's phone calls, emails, and people giving her pictures and all day, man. But we ride it through.
Did you beg to get her back? How did that work out?
There's always a bag, whether it's authentic, whether it's authentic or real.
Right.
I mean, authentic or fake. You know, you got to do what you got to do. You know, you just got to make it sound real. You know?
You ain't too proud to beg. I don't care how gangster you are. You got to get on your knees. You got to get what you got to do.
It's a dude doing 10 years in prison that's begging for his woman back. So, you know, he in there for triple homicide. So everybody's begging to get their woman back, man.
I gave up when I saw Flav kissing somebody else. He had a mistress. I was like, wow, even Flav is
Did Game just tell you every man cheats?
even
no matter.
Flav.
You know what? A woman is better off assuming exactly what I said. You'll be better off that way.
Don't you think that might lead a woman to then do her own thing as well?
But then you know that then you know what's gonna happen. Then you know you get called that word. So it's
You a hoe.
So,
Yeah.
but you
can't
could,
do what men do.
But wait, so if you do your woman wrong over and over again, and then she steps out one time
She's
in
a hoe.
retaliation, but you would take her back. You would understand.
Huh?
Would you understand?
No, I would never understand. No. You know the balance, man.
you trying to tell her that?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Angela Yee. She's not like new to this. She knows all the
I'm
answers
just asking,
she's asking.
maybe you would forgive it because
No,
you would feel like I
no.
did you so wrong.
It's over with.
Okay.
That's how it goes.
And when are we getting this album, Game?
The album is in stores December 11th, man. It's a really good album. And you know me, I come through chilling. I don't come through trying to sell nothing, but it's a really good album.
And what's your relationship like with Stat Quo? I see Stat Quo with you a lot.
Stat Quo is like, if I was Jay, that would be Dame at this point.
Gotcha.
He just been real instrumental in everything I do. I almost feel like I can't even walk into the studio and get it off, you know what I'm saying, and do my thing without him because, you know, his brain works like mine. We both come from that, you know, that Dr. Dre school. And so the recording process, and it's always cool to bounce stuff off somebody that's just as educated in music and hip hop as, you know, as we are.
So he's always been there from.
He been there that's Detox.
Wow. Okay. Gotcha.
Well,
And this is your last album too on Interscope.
It's
so
my
that's
last
a big
album
deal.
on Interscope. After this, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be, you know, AYR Records, Angela Yee Records. we can go get it independent. You know what I'm saying?
And you might sign with Cash Money,
We
though.
could all get Bugattis. You know what? Baby, my homie. Tune is my homie. Baby always calling me, throwing around money and Bugattis and houses in Miami. And, you know, it just, you know, it sounds great. You know what I'm saying? To my mind. So I'm listening. I was chopping it up with Ross the other day at Penn State. And, boy, you know, I think I might do my independent thing. I got a core fan base, and I just feel like I can see some real money doing my own thing.
Okay.
Yeah, at this
we'll
point,
see.
you're a boss. I can't see you signing with like an MMG Cash
Well, it'll be a
Money.
partnership. I'm sure he wouldn't be signing to.
Yeah, and me and Stat starting this new company called Rolex Records, which is it's dope. And the thing is, music is timeless. So, and that's what Dre always preaches. If you listen to Dre, he never, you know, after like the Chronic, he never puts dates or says the year of a car in songs. You know what I'm saying? So that's what he always try to encourage. When you recording with Dr. Dre, it's really like a tutorial and like a school. So that's it, man. Rolex, and you know, music is timeless, and we're gonna try to kick that off with Jesus Piece.
Dr. Dre never gives release dates either.
Nah,
you can tell with Detox.
Music is timeless.
Yeah.
He really lives by that, man, because I swear the Detox probably have 10 trillion songs on it, man.
Wow. Well, the Game's here. The album comes out December 11th. We appreciate you stopping through.
Yeah.
And don't
you know
forget
what's
the show,
crazy?
Married to the
You know
Game.
what's crazy about Dre? He doesn't let you have any of the songs that are sitting there either, man. You know?
So y'all still cool. Y'all got a good relationship.
Dre is producing a song on an album called Dead People, which is
Gotcha.
dope, and it's the iTunes bonus. So if you pre-order the album, then that song, you get that song instantly, and it's a dope song.
And he narrated the last album.
Yeah, it's about killing my pops. It's dope. Yeah.
What happened to the songs you scrapped from the album when you redid it?
They just sit there, and you know what's crazy about that? It's funny you ask, because I had to call back everybody that was on the album and ask them to, you know,
New verses.
feature on different beats. But everybody's pretty cool, man. I think from the beginning of my career to now, you know, pretty much have a good rapport with people, man. So nobody was like turning
Well, most
nothing down.
Right.
Yeah,
Not the people you beat up and put on camera.
yeah, man. Sorry about that, guys.
It's the Breakfast Club on Power 105 on the Game.